Good morning, dear students. Let us continue our chapter Life Processes. In this chapter, we are running with the topic Nutrition in Plants. Dear students, nutrition in plant is nothing but a autotrophic mode of nutrition, and there is only one and only one way, and that is photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the process by which plants can prepare their own food. Photosynthesis is a process of processes. That means more than one processes are involved in this process. Let us discuss about this. Photosynthesis is the property of green plants. Green plants means the plants which have a green pigment called the chlorophyll. So those plants which have chlorophyll in them, they perform the process of photosynthesis. This photosynthesis is performed by the leaves by the help of green pigment called chlorophyll. These chlorophyll are present in chloroplast. This is a diagram of This is a diagram of stomata. These are two wheel-like structures, parts of stomata, which are called guard cells. They are called guard cells because they guard the regulation of stomatal opening. This is called stomatal opening. That means these guard cells regulate the open and closure of this stomatal opening. These guard cells have chloroplast. And in this chloroplast, chlorophyll is contained, which is responsible for the green color of the plant and also responsible for the process of photosynthesis. Now let us come and see how it takes place. In the process of photosynthesis, 3 steps are involved. First, trapping of sunlight. Second, hydrolysis or breakdown, splitting of water. And third, reduction of CO2 into carbohydrate. These are the 3 steps which are involved in the process of photosynthesis. That's why I told just now that photosynthesis is a process of processes. There are 3 steps, there are 3 processes. The first is trapping of sunlight. That means sunlight is trapped. Second is hydrolysis or the splitting of water molecule. That means water molecule is content of H2O, splitting hydrogen and oxygen are splitted out, and separate molecules of hydrogen and oxygen are obtained there. This is called splitting. And the third is reduction of carbon dioxide into carbohydrate. Got it? Now let us discuss these three steps one by one. Trapping of sunlight. Why? Why trapping of sunlight? Dear students, this is a process of cooking of food in plants. So wherever we have to cook food, we need some heat energy. Wherever we have to cook food, we need heat energy. So plants also have to cook food. So from where they will have the energy? They trap sunlight as a source of heat, and this heat energy is later on converted into chemical energy. This heat energy is later on converted into chemical energy in the first system. So trapping of sunlight is the first step. When sunlight is trapped, the second step is hydrolysis, that means breakdown. Molecules of H2O, water, are split into their constituents as hydrogen and oxygen, and they are separated out. This oxygen liberates out in the form of gas in the atmosphere, and this hydrogen is combined with molecules of carbon dioxide to give molecule of carbohydrate. And the third process, just I told you, the hydrogen molecule combined with the carbon dioxide molecules to become carbohydrate. This expression, this reaction can be expressed by a chemical equation of photosynthesis. Let me give it. This is the symbolic representation of the process of photosynthesis. You can see, however, this equation, this reaction is not balanced. It is not balanced. I am just giving you the equation. You will learn to balance a chemical equation in your chemistry. Your chemistry teacher will tell you. Now see, carbon dioxide, it is combining with hydrogen, hydroxide. The water molecules which has been absorbed by the root, this molecule of water in the presence of sunlight with the help of chlorophyll gets converted into carbohydrate, and some oxygen, molecules of oxygen, are released into the air in the atmosphere in the form of air, and of course water, this water is not in the form of liquid, but it is form of gaseous water. That means water vapor. So this is the symbolic representation of photosynthesis, of the process of photosynthesis in plants. So we discussed about nutrition in plants and human beings. Dear students, these both plants as well as human beings are complex organisms. Complex organisms, that means their cellular construction is very complex. There are some other organisms on the earth which are having very simple or single cell organization. So in complex organisms, separate organs or separate parts are assigned for different purposes or different works. But in small organisms, especially in unicellular organisms, only one cell performs all the cells. Now we will discuss about unicellular organism, how they used to have their nutrition. Let us give an example of amoeba. Unicellular organism. This is an organism which don't have any shape. Amoeba is an organism which don't have any particular shape. So how they used to feed? By the whole cell. That means the complete cell is involved in the process of nutrition. This is done by the formation of pseudopodia. Pseudo means false and podia means feet. That means by the formation of false feet, amoeba used to feed. Now let's understand this by the help of a diagram. Now suppose this is amoeba. As I just told you, amoeba don't have any shape and structure, so it is the simplest and the best to draw. Any structure you will draw, it will be amoeba. Suppose a food particle proceeds towards amoeba. Suppose this is a food particle which is proceeding towards amoeba. Now what happens? Amoeba starts forming pseudopodia. That means hand-like projections used to form from the body to capture that food particle. See? Hand-like projections starts forming, and later, because of less space, I am not drawing another figure. Okay, let me draw another one. Let me draw another one. So let us reduce the size of amoeba. This was amoeba in the first step. In the second step, now these two appendages have joined here, forming a vacuole, and the food is trapped. The food particle is trapped inside the body, and after that digestive juices used to secrete out from these walls, which dissolves the food particle. And after the digestion of the food particle, the nutrients are absorbed again back by the same membrane, the cytoplasm, and the residual is thrown outside by just brushed opening the surface of the amoeba. This is the feeding mechanism by formation of food vacuole. This portion is called food vacuole, by the formation of food vacuole. See how an food particle was approaching towards amoeba. It started engulfing it by formation of pseudopodia. Here the pseudopodia is completed. These two arms have joined, and this food particle has entrapped. After the entrapment, digestive juices start secreting out from the cytoplasm, from the membrane, which dissolves the food particle, and again the same membrane used to absorb the nutrients from that food particle, and the rest is thrown out by burst opening of the membrane. This was the feeding mechanism of amoeba. Now let us consider another example of unicellular organism, and that is Paramecium.